living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break your keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane, living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't owe you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Hate, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it. I'm telling you, don't waste it. Life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? But even living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. Poco no mirai wa, dare ni mo wakaru.
Well, good evening. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Whatever other festive you want to. So, how are we doing tonight? My coffee beans. I've missed you. So last weekend, my wife and I did our what we do traditionally this time of year. We took a little trip out of town. My mom went along with us, and we went, and they do the traditional Christmas shopping and all that type of stuff. You know how it is, whatever, right? And had a really good time. It was very relaxing. It was very restful. But unfortunately, um, had a real major RA flare up, and um, this whole last week, I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but when I showed up for the post Spurgies stream over on Wall Smashers, I was not my joyful holly jolly self that I normally am or whatever. Was just I was in a lot of pain. I was in a lot of pain, and I had no energy. When I have an RA flare up, it's like basically the battery that I have, energy, whatever. It just gets zapped. It's gone. It's just that quick. It's over with. It's done. Um, but so that's kind of what happened this last week. I had um, some ideas for a stream to do with Dave on Thursday night, because he and I have kind of have made a commitment to both to incentivize him and to motivate me to stream, do a little bit more content. Because I really do enjoy um, my time with you guys. Um, and so um, this weekend, I got to feeling a little bit better. Like Friday, I started feeling a little bit better and stuff, and then over the weekend, I felt even, So I think it's on its way out the door, whatever. And I was hanging out with a couple of people. Sorry, I get emotional sometimes. But I was hanging out with some people who that have become um, over the last several months um, have become important to me, um, which is something I honestly told myself I wouldn't ever allow to happen again, especially with online people. Um, I guess I'd gotten jaded, as they say. But anyway, I was hanging out with these two people have become important to me, and I'm a little bit down. I'm a little bit depressed right now. Is this tis the season, right? You get down, you get depressed, you have the nonsense, whatever. Um, this will be the second year in a row that um, we're not getting to spend any Christmas time at all with my oldest son. We're at that age, where um, they're both my sons are well adjusted, just awesome young men, and they do their lives, their jobs, and it gets this time of year it gets crazy. I don't care what industry you're in. I don't care what you do for a living. This time of the year it just kind of gets a little crazy, and so because of his job and stuff, um, he's not getting to. And so we try to usually in the past we've taken a few days and we'd go down and see him, but that's not going to work out this year. And so we're having to wait till like probably sometime after first of the year to go and see my eldest son. And so you go a year plus. This at this point it's probably going to be close to a year and a half or a year and three quarters since we've seen him, and um, so much can change in that short period of time. Um, and then to compound things, my youngest son got sick, started getting sick Friday. He was going to come in because he has time off from work. And so he was going to come and spend Thanksgiving or Christmas with us. And he's got the flu. And he's home dealing with that. And so we're not for sure if he's even, and the truth be told, I don't want him coming around if he's got the flu, right? I don't want him coming around because I don't want to get sick. His mom don't want to get sick. So he's home nursing himself, which is the worst possible thing, right? Because when you're single, right, and you're by yourself and you get sick, there's no one there to take care of you. And so, you know, so that kind of stinks, right? And so I was kind of whatever. And so these two people that have become important to me said, you should stream. You should go make content. That makes you happy. And so I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go make some content because I'm going to make. So this is not very merry. You know, it's okay. Christmases, you know, are a rough time for everybody. You get to thinking about people you no longer have in your lives. Maybe it's because they've passed on, or maybe it's because you had a parting of the ways or whatever. So this time of year. But rather than focusing on stuff that makes you sad, I want to come and spend time with you guys. Yeah. Um, because you guys make me laugh. You guys entertain me. You make me happy. So, nothing bad has ever happened to me ever. Well, Gigi, you're just blessed, darling. What do you want me to say? You're just blessed, blessed, blessed beyond measure. So I got me a cup of hot tea because that's what I like to drink of the evenings, a little hot tea to kind of help. So anyway, I've got a story that we're going to talk about. And this story that I'm going to tell you guys combines two things that are of great interest to me. One, eating. Look at my, eating is definitely an important part of my life, right? And the second thing is copyright infringement and or copyright strikes in the YouTube ecosphere, right? And there's drama involved in all of this. So what better than to have some competitive eating, copyright infringement drama at Christmas, right? Because this is the time when we are eating all the good, right? This is like when we're eating all the good food, right? We're having all the sweets and stuff because people are making the cookies and the fudge and all the candies and stuff that people love, right? Sweet cornbread. No, Nietzsche, if it's that atrocious nonsense that you showed me the other day, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. That was an abomination to the good Lord himself. So anyway, first and foremost, I want to wish you guys all a very Merry Christmas. And yes, I did pose for this photo specifically for you guys, right? What the hell? Why is that doing that? Okay. Let me fix that. I swear. It's always, if it ain't one thing, it's another. I swear to God. Okay, we'll get there. All right. So anyway, yes, I did post for this for you guys specifically. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and on so forth. All right. So if you saw the thumbnail, you've seen a picture of a gentleman by the name of, his YouTube channel is Beard Meets Food. Okay. And let's see here, because I have, bear with me just a second here. Beard Meets Food. Let me bring it up here. Oh, Lord. Okay. So Beard Meets Food. This guy, this creator, let me just go here. Okay. As you can see here, I watch this guy's content. You see the red bars? I watch this guy religiously, right? I enjoy his content. I enjoy his videos. I've been watching him for, oh Lord, quite some time. I don't know, probably for maybe a little over a year or so. But anyway, you can see here he's prolifically posts videos and stuff. But he is his YouTube channel has 4.6 million subscribers. 4.6 million. So a larger creator. And he travels all over the globe. He comes to the US, he goes to Canada, he even went and did some things, I think like up in Switzerland. He does stuff all over the UK, which is where he's from. He is from the UK. He's not a real big dude. He's kind of a tiny, smaller guy. But he goes and eats these food challenges where they put like a ton of food and you got like a limited amount of time to end. Most of the time he competes or completes the challenges and stuff. And in some cases, like if they actually keep record of who does it the quickest, he has set several records when it comes to these events, right? These contests, these competitions, or whatever you want to call them. And so anyway, he's a pretty cool dude. every time this time of year, or for the longest I've been watching, he um, he puts out a song and he does a little video to go along with the song, and it's a fundraiser, and all the money from the watching of the video on this channel to the Spotify listings to people who buy it down off of iTunes, because he puts them up on iTunes, so you can download the songs there. It all goes to a charity for stroke victims. And so, like I say, all said and done, for surface level, from what I know about this guy, seems like a fairly decent bloke, right? Very decent dude. So anyway, I was a little shocked. Lo and behold, I was a little shocked to come across that he was involved in entangled, so a little bit of entanglement, if you will, into some drama. So he has a video, or he has a channel where he does a podcast with a buddy of his, and it's called Breaking Beard. It's a little podcast, and it's a whole nother channel and everything. And then they have a third channel where they do clips and stuff of the podcast. So about 10, 11 days ago, something like this, I was scrolling through the old feed, as you get, and this popped up, and this video. And so we're going to watch and discuss this and talk about this series of events that happened here. Let's see here. I need to go here and here. Okay. So this is the video. So let's just watch this here.
Adam, you've had some funny emails come through this week, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
From the
updaters on Fat Thumb Life. Oh, yeah. This is a clip.
Okay. So Fat Thumb Life. I don't know if you picked that up or not. Fat Thumb Life was the name of this YouTube channel. Now, in this video, they talk about that, or Adam, which is the guy's name, the Beard Meets Food, this guy here on screen, was talking about how he started receiving notifications of fans of this person who was taking his videos and re-uploading them. Huge no-no, by the way. Okay, don't do that. If you want to do reactionary type content, like what I'm doing here, right? Some people call it slop YouTube, whatever. I think that's the new catchphrase for it, right? Slop content. So anyway, so Adam here, Mr. Beard Meets Food here, alleges that this YouTube channel by the name of Fat Thumb Life was taking his videos and re-uploading it without any type of transformative done to it, right? This is like a 4 or 5 minute, but I'm going to speed it up here just so we can go through this here and listen to it. But anyway, I want to make sure that I'm being very transformative here, because I like Beard Meets Food, but he expresses, I don't think it's necessarily in this, maybe in this one, I'm not for sure, but in a follow-up video that we're going to watch, he expressly talks about reaction content, right? And he specifically names one name that you guys may be familiar with, Tim the Tap Man. I don't know if you know who Tim the Tap Man is. He's a gamer. He is a, he plays, used to do streams and stuff with like Dr. Disrespect until they kind of had their falling out and what have you. But anyway, he's a large creator. And I don't know if he still streams on YouTube or if he went back to Twitch. I'm not for sure, but regardless. But while he's doing his streams, in between, like, he'll take a break from gaming and he watches, YouTube videos, things like that. One of the creators that he watches, and I've seen these things, I guess, because of me watching Beard Meets Food, they'll clip out these segments where Tim the Tap Man is reacting to like a video upload or whatever that Beard Meats Food has put up. And Adam here, Beard Meats Food, actually addresses and talks about that. He understands within the context that fair use, as long as you're transforming and you're doing voiceover and you're doing commentary and things like that, he's like, okay. He's not happy about it, okay? But he says at least it's being transformative in some way, form, or fashion. So he's kind of okay with that. But anyway, I want you, this is introducing the story here.
John, get ready, son.
Yeah. We'll just sit on it for like 4 days or so before you put up a clip. Not the podcast, just the clip. So a lot of people very kindly apprised me of the fact that this was when I was in Vegas predominantly. The fact there was a channel out there posting, essentially taking my videos and reposting them. No reaction or anything like that, just reposting them, right? I don't know how it got around the content ID. Used to they were resized. I couldn't tell that they'd been resized.
They kind of look compressed. They almost look like, around 16:9, like 235.
I didn't look at all of them. Anyways, usually YouTube's content ID detection is really, really good. But this guy posted, 15 videos, just rips of my videos. So in the end, that's
okay, so you see a screenshot here where this is the Fat Thumb Life, right? This channel no longer exists. So if you go and try to find this, go to that channel, you'll see that it's gone. But you can see here where he is taking screenshots from the videos, and he is, and you can see here where he's got over 2,000 subscribers. This channel was monetized, and he was making money off of this. Okay. Now, as we see here, Beard Meats Food's talking about this. This guy was taking his videos and re-uploading. Now, here's what I will tell you. Looking at these timestamps of these videos, right? Like 10 minutes, 58 seconds, 16 minutes, 30 seconds, 5 through 53, 60. Okay. The guy was editing the videos. He was trimming out. He was cutting down. He was doing things. Now, I don't know if necessarily that, if that's all he was doing, I'm not a lawyer. Okay. But I don't think so much that would be considered transformative in nature. I do know there was a case where a woman went after a guy for this, saying that he stole her video, and all he did was change the title of the video. And the judge in that case ruled that it was, by changing the title of the video in itself and making it a pun or a goof on the original, was transformative enough. Right. So again, this is one of these deals. It kind of depends on the judge you get before and how, so possibly if this guy had the monies to file counter to force Adam. So that's the thing. When somebody files a copyright takedown of a video, right? Because they come in and they say, hey, this is my content, right? And they come in and they say, this is my content. They've stole my content. They didn't have permission to do this. And you file a copyright takedown, right? And you file that, it's a DMCA. It's a legal process. You're initiating a legal process in the court systems. Now, the person that you file that strike against can say, okay, yeah, fine, I'm not going to fight this. You got it, whatever. And they take a strike to their channel. Now, of course, if you get 3 strikes, you're out, right? Game over. Your channel's gone, nuked, out of here. Or you can file a counter notice and you can say, no, I believe this falls within fair use. It was transformative in nature. I transformed it because of commentary, so on and so forth, like what I'm doing here, right? And you can, which we've seen even within the H3H3 versus, what was ever that jerk's name was? I can't remember off the top of my head. Doesn't matter. But in that one, the judge even said that you could take and use the entire video as long as you're using for context purposes. You can use the whole video. You cannot just play the whole video, right, and sit there like a bobblehead, though. You have to bust it up. You have to break it up into segments. You have to, what is the length of time of a segment that you can let play without you offering commentary? Well, there's nothing that I know of legally that says, okay, every 60 seconds or every 120 seconds or every 90, whatever it is, you have to offer commentary, right? That's just something that you would have to go before, if it got to a legal system, you have to argue before the judge. Well, judge, the reason why I use it is I was letting this play out for context, and then I was addressing it afterwards. So that's where a judge comes into play, and the judge would be the final definitive answer on that, right? So don't take what I said and try to, if you get yourself in the middle of a copyright situation, don't say, oh, well, Riv said that. No, Riv's nobody. Riv is just a talking idiot out here making videos. These are, my personal opinions. This is not law. I can't base this on, there's nothing I can cite for you that gives you court, like criminal proceedings or anything like that, that would say, here's chapter and verse. Here's where you go approve this stuff. Right. But anyway, I can tell you because I've watched some of these videos I've seen, right? And I can tell you they're a lot longer because most of his videos are 30 to 45 minutes in length, right? So when these things here are like cut down and you see like most of them, 5 minutes, things like that, 6 minutes, these things have been way cut down. So was that enough to be transformative in nature? I don't know. I can't tell you that. But anyway, this guy was doing the thing here.
To fill out individual copyright claims for each one of them. And when you do a copyright claim, you can either give the person 7 days to avoid a copyright strike, or you can just claim it standard way. And if they are in breach of intellectual property law, they get a copyright strike, which is fair, right? I don't go around nicking like other people's videos and just post them for myself or within fair use guidelines or anything like that. So I submitted one. I think it was on the podcast. I checked it last time. Might have been last week's podcast that was removed. Great. And so I submitted 2 or 3 more. And so now, evidently, the bloke has, or woman, could be, I don't know, the channel's called Fat Thumb Life. So he would have got 3 copyright strikes, which means unless those strikes are removed, your channel's deleted. And then he's sent me 3 or 4 emails now asking me to relinquish the copyright claims.
Can we read them out?
Yeah, like,
All right. So you see, the guy reached out to Adam, or, I got to switch screens. Okay. Well, look. A little bit rusty. Thank you, though, Alpha Russ. But anyway, you can see, Adam was talking with his co-host here on the podcast that they do, and the guy reached out to him. It is a guy, by the way. Anyway, and we're going to get into this in a minute. And here's the thing, too, right? And this is wrong. I'm going to just tell you this is wrong. When this first came out, and this video first came out, a lot of viewers of Beard Meats Food went over to this guy's channel and started like inundating the dude with a lot of just, negative comments on his video stuff, right? Calling him a thief, telling him to quit telling him to quit stealing other people's content, just the whole litany. And again, I'm not one of these guys that thinks, oh, well, this guy's like a, multi-million sub YouTuber and this guy was 2,000 and da-da-da. No. I'm just saying that when you have that type of viewer base, right, and his videos get, millions of views. So it's an active viewer base. It's not like some channels that will have, 1 million, 2 million subs, and then their videos only get 10,000 views or something like that, right? That tells you that's not an active viewer base, right? So, I mean, take my channel, for example. I've got like a little over 1,000 subs, right? Most of my videos, if I'm lucky, might break 100 views, maybe 200 views, right? Well, that's and I'm thankful for those 100, 200 views. Don't get me wrong. Don't, I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you know that, that's like 1 to 2% of my subscriber base, right? So I don't have a real active, subscriber base. And that's understandable. And I understand why. I don't make content as often as I was. And then we had the little thing that happened and I act like an idiot. So I understand why it is. I'm not bitching about it. So, but what I'm saying is when you have somebody that has multiple millions of subs and they're active subs, that could be a lot.
I like beer.
Oh, Alpha Bus, welcome to. Oh, well, thank you for becoming a coffee bean. I appreciate that, Alpha Russ. But when you have an active base, and the thing about it is probably the majority of Beard Meats Foods base didn't do anything, but you're always going to have a nugget of a base that they're going to be toxic people or whatever, and they'll go, and that's what happened. They went after this guy, right? And it can be a little overwhelming. Let me just tell you, okay? It can be a little overwhelming if it's something you've never been exposed to before. So anyway, the guy sent several letters trying to get Beard Meats Food to rescind. I see you waiting to call JFA. I'll pull you in just a minute, buddy. But so he reached out to him and said, hey, could you rescind this stuff? Because I'm going to lose my channel. Right. And so that's where we're at here.
Delete them all without response, naturally.
So you read them out, George. I'm going to try to find his channel.
First one is, hello again, Mr. Adam. They must have emailed you before, but you didn't
He
send
did
it
probably
in.
not put it in the chat, yeah, I don't know.
Yes, it is me again, asking you if you don't mind to remove strikes from my channel so I will survive YouTube death penalty. I truly hope you will go that step forward and save us from it. Hopefully you will find it in your heart to do that for us. Thank you.
Bit dramatic, that isn't a death penalty.
and that...
Well, okay, and I don't get me messed up here. It is a death penalty. When you have a channel and you're small, sometimes getting that first 1,000 subs, even sometimes 2,000 subs, can be a struggle. And what I'll tell you is this guy, Fat Thumb Life, he has another channel that's still active. We're gonna go look at it. This guy he's European, and he's living off the grid, right? And he's one of these like a homesteader type, what we call here in the States homesteaders, and he's living off the grid. And so the little revenue that his YouTube channel was providing him every month, he was using to buy like propane that he talks about in one of his videos. Because I went back and watched some of his videos about this subject. We're probably not going to watch all of it because it gets it's too long and stuff. And the guy actually, he rambles worse than I do. He really does. He rambles on more than I do, which I know is hard to believe, but there is people out there that do that. But they use it to heat their water, to take baths with, to cook with, things like that. So they have to go buy propane, things like that. And so that money, they were using it for those purposes. Now, again, if this guy was unequivocally stealing Beard Meats Food, even if he was cutting it up and he wasn't offering any type of commentary or anything like that, that's a huge no-no, and I stand behind Mr. Beard on this, right? Adam, you can't do that, right? But so anyway, let's continue on.
Email was titled 5 more days until end for me.
What you know what to do, mate? Stop stealing people's hard created content, yeah? Maybe, I don't know, create something thumb related. That's the name of the channel, I guess. But yeah, I'm not going to be removing the strike, so enjoy.
He had a follow-up email to say,
okay. So that's pretty much, anyway, he says he's not going to remove him. He's not, he's not going to do anything like that. Even though he sends him several emails requesting Adam to rescind his strikes. Because again, he's, I did think it was a little bit, maybe this is just because I'm a softie or whatever, but them laughing about it and joking about whatever, I guess they're fine. It's rightfully whatever. You know what I'm saying? If the guy's stealing it or whatever. I mean, here's the thing too, though, right? The guy could have filed counter notices. Maybe he doesn't know about that. I don't know, but 100% he could have filed counter notices. He could have said no and forced Adam, to take him to court, which he didn't do. But anyway, then they have I'm going to pause for just a second, guys, in the story. I've got JFA. I'm going to pull him in. What's going on, JFA? Clock's ticking. Hello. Wake up, JFA. I can hear you. Yeah, can you talk?
No, I've been having internet issues. I missed
Pay your bill. Pay your bill.
Oh, people, come on.
Are you still stealing from your neighbors?
No. How you
No.
know?
Oh, well, I know. So I seen that you were you competed in a little competition last night. It didn't turn out so well for you, huh?
No, I didn't get the girl.
Well,
Sadness.
you have no Riz?
Because I'm 58 and I have no teeth.
So are you missing one leg? Are you like Tina D's you know
Well, no, I actually got 3 legs. Very functional too at my age. I'm quite proud of that.
that's not what I hear.
No, you mistake me for Beavers. That guy's got
Beavers.
ED out the
Oh,
wazoo.
okay. All right. Oh, yes. So how you
Good.
doing today? How you doing tonight, Mr. JFA?
Well, Peep, I was brushing my luscious hair. I still have all my hair follicles too at my age. And
Okay.
then I saw that you went live, and I had trouble watching because internet issues.
Oh,
But
well,
could you summarize exactly what happened? Because I recognize the beard guy. Like
yeah.
he like goes to places and eats like an enormous amount of food. Like like
Yes.
you got to eat this 1 pound steak. Sorry,
Yeah.
no, like this 64-ounce steak, and it's free or something like that.
Yeah, he's a competitive eater. Yes, he goes around. He competes in actual competitions where the competitors like Nathan's Hot Dogs and things like that, right? Where they have the and all these other competitive eaters come in and eat. But he also travels all over the globe and eats these challenges that
Right.
these different restaurants and stuff have.
I've
So
seen his few videos. He is a
yeah,
big deal. He's
he
not like
is
a nobody.
no. He's like I think he has like what was it here? Let's see. His channel has like almost 5 million subs, right? So
Oh,
so yeah, he's kind of a big deal. But I've been watching him for like a little over a year. So what happened was he alleges that this guy, the channel's name was Fat Thumb Life, was stealing his content and was re-uploading it and wasn't doing anything transformative in nature. That's what he alleges. He filed. And here's the thing too, right? Like a lot of people don't understand. I don't think they fully understand. They think because because YouTube gives them access to file claims against a video. They think that because they do that, that they are in the right, and that if they were not able to file a copyright against a video, then then there would be, you know what I'm saying? They think that just because YouTube gives them the ability to do so because they have access to the creator tools to file, copyright or DMC takedowns or whatever against a video, they think that that's all there is involved. They don't acknowledge fair use. They don't anything of the nature. And there are a few creators out there that are prolific in filing false flags. Now, I don't think Adam or Beard Meets Food is one of those guys. Although in this video we're fixing to watch, which was it's kind of an update to the story from his perspective, he talks about some of these, like Tim the Tatman, for example, that reacts to his content. He's not a real big fan of people reacting to his videos, but he understands
I see where this is going.
he understands it's within fair use, but he's not real happy about it because he doesn't feel like he gets any benefit from it.
Well, how do you explain the 5 million subs?
Well,
It's not like
so what I'll say is if you have somebody that puts out content prolifically like Beard Meets Food does, and he puts out not every day, but say 2 or 3 days a week he puts out a video. If you have another creator that goes in and watches every one of his videos and responds, does a reaction or whatever to it, okay, I kind of see their point a little bit. But if it's a deal where, say, once or twice or 3 times a month or something, because he does a challenge that really impresses the creator or something, and they go in and then they watch it, so if he's sharing him or his content and stuff that he does with their viewer base, how does Beard how does Beard Meats Food not know that some of those people then came over, subscribed to his channel, and now are watching his stuff religiously because he got exposed from a part of the internet that may have never seen his stuff otherwise because they're watching Tim the Tatman play COD or whatever other video game he's playing at the time. You see what I'm saying? So to me, I think that's a little bit naive, right? Like, for example, I'd like to ask you guys in chat, there's 10 of you here. Just simple. I'm not going to do a poll or nothing fancy. If you've ever heard or watched any of Beard Meats Food content before, just put a simple one in chat. Let me see if you've ever even heard of this guy before. Okay, so you've seen him. Okay, you've heard. We know JFA has, but if you guys are still there and kind of awake and you haven't went into some eggnog coma or something, put a one in chat and say, okay, so there's one there that says it. There's another that says no, they've never heard of this guy before. Okay, so see right now, so there out of the 3 people that have answered, okay, another one says 1. Okay, so all right, there's another one that says nope. All right, so there are 2 people just off the bat of the people that McMuffin says the guy came into their job. Well, that's cool. Okay, are we back?
Yep.
Are we back, guys? All right. I don't know. We had some sort of I don't know, OBS being stupid OBS. Anyway, so as I was saying, there's like 3 people or so, something like that had never seen this guy before. So I have a very small platform, a very small reach. I'm a micro or nano channel, whatever you want to call me. But there's 3 people that's been exposed to this guy, and possibly they may start watching if they like that type of content. So you take that and you expand that to someone, Tim the Tatman size, who is a very large creator, not just physically, but his channel has got a lot of subs. I don't see, as long as the guy, as long as people are pausing, whatever, I know reactionary content creators sometimes get a bad rap, right? But I do think they can be a healthy part of the ecosystem of YouTube because there's so many different people out there that's creating content. Now, I will say this. I think if there's a content creator out there that's creating content and they like every video that a person makes or whatever, if they're constantly reacting to it and stuff, I'm not in favor of that, right? But every once in a while, you want to react to something that someone puts out. I think that's cool. That's just my personal opinion and rule. I don't do it. Like, I don't necessarily like going and responding to a video someone puts up. I like to expose you guys to it. And then I try to say, hey, go watch this person. Now, that being said, I would encourage you to guys check out this Beard Meats Food. If you like, because he's funny. He is entertaining. And watching this little bitty dude consume the amount of food that he consumes and usually a very short period of time is just impressive to me. It is. It's just freaking impressive to me. So, but I understand if that stuff is not your, if that's not your bag of tricks or whatever, but just anyway, something to consider. So, but that's kind of where we're at. And I'm fixing to get into here in a little bit, JF. I'm going to get into, and I'm going to let you, the audience is going to have to make their decisions on whether or not, because I'll tell you something. The guy that he struck has addressed these allegations, and he has re-uploaded segments of his video that were taken down and struck. And so I'm going to let you guys be the deciders on whether or not if you think it was fair use or was this actually a copyright infringement, right? Our opinions don't weigh in matter on this because it's all said and done. The channel's gone, right? But copyright is something that I am somewhat, I'm concerned about, and is something that it doesn't matter who or what channel that gets struck. If it's fair use, then I think, that it needs to be attention drawn to it and it needs to be corrected. And if a person is vicious about it and is flagrant about it, then I think it's our duties as content creators to try to make YouTube aware of these people. And because here's the other side of that. If you, as a creator, flagrantly, constantly go out and file DMCA takedowns against people, right? That is a violation of terms of service, and YouTube can take your channel away from you for doing that. So there's a little bit of skin in the game for both people. So that's why my advice is to not just flagrantly go out here and just file, because someone says something or does something, and when they you don't like what they're saying about you, or you don't like how they chop up a video of yours, the way it makes you look, or whatever like that. Hey, that's the name of the game. You are, for all practical purposes, a public figure. You have to sometimes understand that you're going to have detractors, or you're going to have people that, and you just got to kind of take your lumps. So anyway, anything else, JFA? If not, I'm going to get on with my story.
I like to say this. I think for a guy who goes out of his way traveling to different restaurants, paying an exorbitant amount of money to do so, I think he's well within his right to be upset and not like that people can react to his content. But at the same time, he can't be doing what he's doing.
Well,
like those rules are there for a reason.
Okay, but here's the deal. If the guy was taking his videos and was just like condensing them down, and he was not offering any type of transformation as far as like commentary or anything of that nature, if all he did was just cut out some segments and cuts the videos down, say maybe in half or whatever, does that constitute, in your opinion, let me ask you a question, JFA, does that constitute transformative?
I don't think so. He's not transforming anything.
I don't think so either. I agree with you. I don't think, if that's all he was doing, if all he was doing, because in the first video we watched, they put up a screenshot of the channel. Like I say, it's now gone. Or I would have loved to have been able to go back there and pull some of those videos down, and we could have watched and seen, was it truly transformative? We do have some clips that the guy says were the videos. We are going to watch them, but this is something after the fact. So I don't know, is this guy that did this, is this being truthful, or is he like doing one of these deals like after the fact and he's just trying to cover his tracks, as it were, right? I don't know.
Seems like it. If he's just re-uploading the clips and we have to take his word for it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, listen, JFA, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, man. I hope you get to spend some time with your friends and family. And I hope you get some little extra money so you can get your teeth fixed.
Oh, thank you, Peepaw. My teeth, new teeth are my on my wish list. Merry Christmas to you, Peepaw, and your family, and watch out for Krampus.
I will always watch out. All right, you have a good one. We'll talk to you later, bud.
Take care.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so let's get into this. So this is the second video, right? And this is after the channel's been completely and totally deleted. The title of this is, again, this is a little clip from a much longer podcast that they put out, and the title they titled this clip was "I Got the Channel Deleted." Right. So let's go here and.
Party popper sound effect because Fat Thumb Life is gone, or did we cover that already?
Yeah. No, let's talk about it. I mean, he has gone. I've actually got development in that story, but do you want to?
I'm unaware of it.
Yeah.
All right.
But do you want to like tell us what's going on?
Well, he sent you an email, didn't he?
He said,
it's over.
Yeah, I mean, for people who don't know, the channel was essentially just stealing my videos, right? It was reposting, not reaction videos or anything like that, simply reposting videos.
That's the email if you want to read it.
Of what he sent you?
That's the one that he sent you.
Oh, I don't need it, I was just going to paraphrase it. Anyway, this channel was essentially stealing my videos, right? And I tried to get YouTube to help out. They didn't really fill out a series of copyright claim forms, which you have to do. And if you do that and somebody's stealing your content, they get a copyright strike, right? You get 3 copyright strikes, your channel's deleted. So this person had 3 copyright strikes, and then they were asking me to remove the copyright strikes. And I'm thinking, every day they email me. So I ignored them all, because you don't get to steal. It's like going to Tesco's and stealing. You steal once, all right. You steal 15 times, they're not going to let you back in Tesco, right? You go in jail. So I didn't respond, and this channel was deleted. And I don't like the thought of anyone having the channel deleted, right? But don't make your channel a platform whereby you're just reposting things that aren't yours. Like make your own content. So you have to start again.
So can he make another YouTube channel?
So here's the question. I paused this purposely. He says, can he just make another YouTube channel? Well, that's an interesting question. right? And the answer is technically no, because once you have a YouTube channel that is terminated from YouTube's platform because of a violation of their terms of service, YouTube says you cannot create another channel, right? So technically the answer to that is no. Now, have people done that? Yes. Do they subsequently lose those channels? In some cases, yes, they did, because YouTube became aware that they were a banned YouTuber, right? They had a banned channel. And so therefore they're not allowed to create another channel, and they will wind up deleting that channel as well. And because they were making, like I say, YouTube's attention was brought aware of it. And the thing of it is, right, when you have a larger creator like, Beard Meats Food here or someone like that, they have contacts at YouTube that they can reach out to, right? And they can say, hey, this person, whatever, if they choose to. Now, not all people choose to do that, but if they choose to, they can, and it does happen. So, in this situation here, listen to what they say.
Yeah, you could do another channel. But I think the problem is you get a number of subscribers from using other people's videos, right? And then you, well, I'm going to stop.
Well, so the problem is you go, well, yeah, I can't. That kind of goes to show that they don't, that, Beard Meats Food here doesn't really understand what the terms of service of YouTube is, right? That was because, as a matter of fact, that was one of the things that back in the day, that people who were going after Keem all the time was that he had been banned off. He had lost several YouTube channels, and then he built Drama Alert to the monster that it was. And people was like, well, you can't be on here, whatever. And what he did was he actually had the quote channel in somebody else's name, and he was just a hired entertainer. That was the workaround, until eventually YouTube said, okay, so you've straightened up and you're behaving. And so they were able to work a deal, but again, it was because he had became such a large creator and he had networked that he was able to broker a deal like that. Right. And I'll be honest with you. I think that, if a person gets banned off of YouTube, I don't think it should be the quote death sentence that this other guy was referring to, because that's essentially what it is. And subsequently, any other channels you created will get deleted as well. I do believe that YouTube should have like a period of time that says, okay, you did this, so you got to go on probation or whatever you want to call it for a year, 2 years, whatever, and then you'll be allowed to come back and make a channel again and start making content. I don't think it should be a permanent situation. I think there should be an avenue there of redemption. I think everybody should be given that opportunity. Now you flub up, right? You flub up and you do it again or a second time. That's it. I don't have a problem with YouTube saying after that, saying bye, you're gone.
Start again now. Well, yeah, because it wasn't your content.
So it turns out that this guy, so one of our Patreon subscribers, Mike Hardy, sent us a DM, and he put, not sure if you've seen this yet, and it's the thumbnail that says demonetized by Beard Meats Food, right? So I clicked on it, and basically it's the guy, and he's got a channel called No People, No Problems with 2,500 subscribers. And this video that's talking about you, he's basically walking around the woods because he lives off the grid in America, but he's from Eastern Europe. By the sound of things, is his voice, and he's basically saying it's about 15 minutes long, where he's complaining about being demonetized by you because he'd made a commentary channel, even though there was no commentary. So his justification for making the channel was because he lives off the grid, it's really hard to earn money because he lives nowhere near civilization.
Sound to get a job.
So he's like, so get a job. Okay, well, that flippant, that just didn't sit well with me. I'll be honest with you. And like I say, I like Beard Meats Food. I like the content he makes. I enjoy watching his videos. You guys saw at the beginning of the stream, I showed you, I've been watching this guy for like over a year, maybe closer to 2 years now. I've been watching this guy. And that flippancy there just kind of, I'll be honest with you, just didn't sit well with me. Because again, like I said, it's hard to say in this situation, was this guy just out and outright stealing his content or whatever? And then So I'm gonna kind of go, because in this video of this, whatever they go on, that's where he goes on, Adam goes on to talk about, Tim the Tap Man and so forth, and what have you, right? So anyway, this is this here is the other channel, that you talking about here is, demonetized by Beard Meats Food, all my fault. And you can see here in the comments, goes, no, it wasn't a commentary channel. There was zero commentary, and you're a thief and a liar. Beard eats, you starve. Ironic justice. Shame on you for stealing someone else's content. It's so hard to earn income, bro. Get a job, or maybe your own videos. Hope this channel gets deleted too. I see why you stole the videos. You are very bad. Crazy idea. Maybe make original content about your own experiences. Okay. So this guy, he's got 2,000 subs. Now, when I first saw this, he was like, I think a little over 1,000 subs. So he's gained some subs out of this, because again, when people talk about stuff, drama exists and stuff. Well, it happens, and it brings in subs and so forth. Now, so this video here, he just kind of goes over and he tells his side of the story, and you can see he's living off grid. He's walking around. He shows his water source and things like that. And he shows some screenshots of the emails and stuff that he was sending. And so this one here is not that important. This one here's it. This is just his presenting his side of the story. Right. And that's fine. This one here, though, this video here is the one, and I'm going to skip around in this one a little bit. Right. But watch the examples that this guy puts forth, is what the kind of content stuff he was making.
Actually, I know. Before I start, this thumbnail is not applied to the beer. It is for his audience, actually. I'll come back to the beer a little later in the video. But first, we have to watch what created a lot of fire on the internet. To all these people who never watched those videos with a fat dump channel had.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us in another episode of Beard Meat Food. His channel and this video is in our description.
38 slices.
38 slices. Maybe that was the moment when he realized that he effed up.
Is the record?
And just like that, one pizza is gone. 8 slices just vanished.
All right. So this is the example he's showing you. This is some segments or clips or whatever of the videos that he uploaded. Now, if I'm going to say this, I'm going to put this as a codicil, or what do you want to call it? If that type of stuff, right, we just saw where he's pausing and he's having these little meme things pop up, right? Or this little thing here, and he's talking, whatever. I'm sorry. In my layman's opinion, that is 1,000% commentary. And if I'll say this, if his videos were of this nature, Beard Meats Food is 1,000% wrong. Again, in my opinion. But I'm not a lawyer, right? I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. But he has this example here for this video. And let me scroll on through here a little bit more. Okay. So here's another one. This one is where he's talking about eating the hot dogs. I don't know if you remember from, let's see here, if I can come back over here. Where is it at here? Where they showed it. Let me scrub the video. Scrub. Here we go. All right. You see this here? 20 chili hot dogs. This was the one, 5 minutes and 53 seconds that they got. This is, okay. So now watch this.
That was another episode of Beard Meat Food. If you never met this man before, let me introduce you. This is a Beard Meat Food. His channel, it is in our description, same as this video. So please join us and watch. Will he beat this 3-foot long challenge sandwich, meatball sandwich? God.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was hot dog. This is the meatball challenge, whatever. I don't know. Was that? Yeah, here it is. I'm sorry. It was this one here. Beard Meats Food Meatball Challenge, 6 minutes, 46 seconds. Okay. So it was one of the ones that they showed in the screenshot, right? Okay. So let's come back over here and let's go back and watch this. And let's see, because he's paused here. He's doing voiceover, and he's talking about what was going on. Now let's watch what further he shows.
God, how he can do it, I will never know.
But he throws up all over you.
Can you just imagine somebody do that to you and you have to go with your day? Oh. People can't believe it in their own eyes. Me neither, believe me. He's a total monster.
Fine, thanks.
And just like that, always somebody show up to make a little joke.
In case you're wondering, these are the best meatballs I've ever had.
If food tastes good, he will definitely compliment, even if he eats so much.
Serious, just about beaten.
He managed to eat all of that in less than 20 minutes. Hands down, Beard, hands down.
Thank you very much.
His truly reward is finishing that monster in less than 20 minutes and 2.2 million viewers in one day. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Cookie.
He cannot walk away without eating something sweet. That man just amazed me.
You couldn't just...
Okay. So, again, like I said, if this guy, because the channel, the other channel that he has is called No People, No Problem, right? If he's being truthful here, if those are actual straight re-upload segments of those videos that he did on the other one, the Fat Thumb Life, if those are, and he didn't go in and do that editing, and he didn't go in and do that commentary and stuff after the fact, and he's just doing this as trying to get it on, okay? But if that's what he did, again, in my layman's terms here, I believe that Beard Meats Food was wrong on this one. And I'm sad to see that. I truly am sad to see that, because he should know better. But again, when some of these other statements that he made on that podcast, like, oh yeah, just go make another channel. No, you can't just go make another channel. And the thing of it is if YouTube gets wind that this guy, right? And here's what'll happen, okay? Here's what's going to happen. If that guy, this when no people, no problem, if this channel here and the Fat Thumb Life get tied to the same ads, if they're tied to the same AdSense thing, the minute that this channel, this No People, No Problems, he's got enough subscribers now. The problem is the watch hours. When he gets the watch hours on it, because you got to have 4,000 watch hours, I think it is. When he hits that to get the monetization, we can put the ads and all that kind of stuff. When he hits that, if it's any way at all tied to the same email address or anything, and he goes to file for monetization, right, because he meets the hurdles, YouTube goes, oh, this channel here is going to go away too. Because the thing of it is you are allowed to only have one AdSense account, right? And if he set that up in here under his name, and he used his social security ID or whatever it is that they have, in Europe, whatever, to identify themselves, whatever it is that YouTube requires them to have, because I don't know what they have over there. I don't whatever. This channel is going to go away. Or he'll never be able to, either that or he'll never be able to monetize this. And I don't know if the guy understands that. I don't know if the guy understands that. The finger is kind of annoying. I ain't Nintendo Mail. I get it, right? That type of stuff, if that's not your thing, I get it, brother. I don't necessarily like those type of videos either, and I don't watch those types of videos. But that does not mean that it is fair use. But again, I want to preference this. If that is a true re-upload, right? If it is a true re-upload, then I believe, my humble opinion, I think that was fair use. I think that was fair use. I don't know. So anyway, but like I say, there's, the name of the channel, No People, No Problem. You can go check out, watch the rest of the videos for yourself. You guys are smart. You guys can, I don't try to make content to where I say, okay, you guys have to agree with me. Right? That's not what I try to do. I try to expose you guys to maybe stories or to things that you haven't seen because nobody else talks about it. Right? I try not to cover too much of the trending big things because I feel like there's plenty of other people that do that. And I don't want to just, I don't know how to, I just think there's other people that do a lot better job covering that kind of stuff than what I do. Right. And I just want to try to highlight maybe some stories or whatever that you guys, you're just not aware of. You're just not aware of. I kind of feel sorry for this No People, No Problems, right? If this guy's being truthful, which he very well could be lying, about it. But if he's being truthful and this is an accurate depiction or representation of what those videos were, my opinion is he was done wrong. My opinion, he was done wrong. Listen, you don't have to show your video. You don't have to show your face for it to be a commentary video. Matter of fact, I could, if so chose, I could sit here and just have Beard's face blown up here on the screen like this, right? Like this right here. And my face, let me just see here. Boom. And my face just disappears. My webcam just goes bye-bye, poof, poof, right? And I can sit here and talk about this. I don't have to show my face. There doesn't have to be any type of physical representation. I don't have to have a PNG. I don't have to have a VTuber thing out there bouncing around mimicking talking heads. I don't have to do anything, right? All I have to do is do voiceover commentary. That's it. And that is transformative in nature, period. I don't have to cut it. I just stop ever so often, talk and discuss it. And that's transformative in nature. Now, like, who was it said earlier? Alpha Russ said 45 seconds, 60 seconds. I think that's a good a metric as any to use if you want to do it, for how often should you, stop and pause and talk, whatever. You definitely don't want to let the whole video play and then talk, right? I like I say, man, this one here was kind of a, because like I say, I don't want to keep going around and beating the bush here, but because I like Beard Meats Food. I do. I think his content is wonderful. I encourage all of you guys to go watch and consume it if you like that type of content. But Adam, Beard Meats Food, I don't know if you'll watch this, probably won't. I think you screwed up here, my dude. If those videos were like that, whether you liked it or not, whether if you found the little PNG that he popped out there and did the little voiceovers, you found that annoying or whatever, doesn't matter, dude. If that is an accurate depiction and representation of the videos, that's commentary. That's commentary. And I think you were wrong on this one. I think you're wrong. But that's just this old fat man's opinion. And $1.50 will give you a cheap cup of coffee at McDonald's or something. So anyway, couple other things I want to move on and talk about. That's the end of the main story. Couple of things that occurred and happened while I was out and about. Some of you guys may know this guy. Some of you may not. Dick Van Dyke. Recently turned 99 years old. Right, he's almost a centenarian. Right, 100 years old. There has been some wildfires out in California, and Mr. Van Dyke was out there, and his house was in the path of the fires. And I'll just play this video. I'm gonna mute this, so whatever. But his house is full of memorabilia and keepsakes and things of his years, his decades of making movies and things like that in Hollywood, right? Ever from the Dick Van Dyke Show back in the day, black and white sitcom that was on, to his Walt Disney movies and things of that nature. And his house, like I say, is full of keepsakes and memorabilia and that type of stuff. And anyway, he recently actually did let me back that up just a little bit. He did a thing with Coldplay, All My Love. They did put out a song. I listened to it. It wasn't bad. Coldplay is not my typical style of music, but if you like Coldplay, check it out. They also just not too long ago put out one called Karate Kid that had Ralph Macchio, the star of Karate Kid, part of that video and stuff. And I enjoyed that one as well. But I'm a Karate Kid fan, so take that for what you will. But anyway, as you can see here, he's still 99 years old. The guy's still out here entertaining and fans and stuff. He's real spry. For 99 years old, he's real spry still. Anyway, he got out and was trying to, you can see here, water hose. He was trying to get the water hose working and stuff. We was going to spray down his house, spray down his things and whatever to protect so it wouldn't catch on fire. And he wound up falling. Well, some neighbors, I guess, saw him or whatever, and came over and helped Mr. Van Dyke up and sprayed his house down and whatever to help protect him and keep him safe or whatever. And so good deal. I was happy. You see the different things where, there was from Mary Poppins. This was from, where's Chimney Sweep. And then later on, this is the one where they were dancing. This one here may have actually been from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I think that's one of the get ups he wore in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. But anyway, they even found his cat. That's his pet kitty there that they were able to locate and save as well. But anyway, this is from the Coldplay video, whatever you see him dancing. And but like I say, he's he's one of my favorite actors from that period of time. Just a wonderful man. It just seems like such a sweet soul, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. What else? I don't know if you guys are superhero fans or watched any of the multiple movies. DC, I'm a DC fan. Okay, more so than I ever was with Marvel. I'm more of a DC fan. But DC, for whatever reason, has always really dropped the ball, in my opinion, when it comes to movies. They do really good. Seems like they do really, really good, or in my opinion, they do really, really good for the TV shows. On the CW, and they had the whole Arrow version. They start off with Green Arrow, and then they had the Flash, and then they had Legends and so forth, what have you. But I always thought they just did a really good job over there on those shows. They had, and they just recently Superman and Lois, which I'll be honest with you, kills in the animation department too. Yes, I agree, Lamp. I do. They just finished the season or the series Superman and Lois over CW, and it was so refreshing because it was a different tale of Superman and Lois. This was later in life. They had had a couple of teenage boys that they were dealing with, and the whole thing. And of course, there was Lex Luthor was there, and they kind of covered the whole death of Superman type thing as well. So I don't think it necessarily was along the comic book storyline, because I haven't bought comic books in decades. But and I do know there was a Superboy now, but that was if I remember correctly, it was because it was after the death of Superman. They cloned him and whatever. Well, now I don't know. Maybe they ever did anything with the actual Lois and Superman having a child, a kid or not. But anyway, they have two boys or twins. But it was just really good. I enjoyed it. But anyway, so this week, they put out a trailer for this new Superman that's going to be being put out in 2025. They're doing a relaunching, re-kicking, or whatever of Superman. Of course, Henry Cavill was let go from playing Superman because they said they're going to go in a different route or different direction. I don't know if you guys have seen this trailer or not. We're going to watch it real quick. It's 2 minutes, 22 seconds. But there is some introductions. You see some what they call Easter eggs, spoilers, whatever you want to call it, in here. Now, like I say, I'm a little bit either way on this, and I don't know for sure exactly. The actor, I've seen some people are talking about. I've seen some people out there tweeting out and stuff, commenting about how they think this actor is an upgrade over Henry Cavill. My opinion, he is not. But I haven't seen how he does in this movie. He may be fantastic. He may be phenomenal. I just think of course, I like Henry Cavill. I think pretty much every TV show he's made, every movie he's made, I think I've watched. I think he's a wonderful actor. It doesn't hurt none that he's a big gaming nerd, right? So I think that endears him to me as well. But anyway, let's continue watching the video. Lex Luthor. The soundtrack that they chose to put behind this teaser trailer is very reminiscent to me of the 70s Superman with what was that actor's name? I can't remember what the guy's name was. That's horrible. Christopher Reeve. Sorry, Christopher Reeve. It went blank for a second. But it has that same kind of feel, and I don't know if that's kind of what they're trying to go with, is more of that, that appeal, whatever. But so we see Crypto, which was, was prevalent in the when Clark Kent was a young boy there in Smallville. He had his dog Crypto, but we've never seen Crypto in any of the Superman movies before. Now, if you watched the Teen Titans live action thing that was being done originally, I was over on HBO. They introduced the clone Superman there, and he had Crypto with him over there. But this is the first time in a movie that we've got Crypto. So that's, if you were a fan of that whole, you should be intrigued to what Robot was, right? I don't know if that's someone that they introduced later on. I don't know if that's supposed to be what is that dude's name? Saab. I don't know who this guy is. So maybe if you guys know who this cat here is. Was it not backing up? Come on. Was it not? Okay, I don't know who this superhero is either. Maybe you guys, I don't know. Maybe you guys might know who recognize who it's going to be on, and I'm looking forward to that. Honestly, I think it'll be good. I'm going to go watch it. I'll put it that. Well, I say I'm going to go watch it. I don't really go to the theaters anymore, but I possibly will. I'll say I will when it comes out on. It comes out on the streaming, whatever streaming service. I'm sure I'll watch it then. You know, a lot of times, this is the last little thing here, and then I'm gonna get out of here for the night and let you guys go on. I'm sure there's, you go hang out with your family, friends, whatever. Go play some video games, what have you. And we'll get out of here for the night. But anyway, how long have I been streaming? How long have I been going here? What's, I don't know, hour and a half. Yeah, okay, so we'll get through this. You know, every once in a while, we have somebody that in our community that pops up. Oh, I'll take a few callers at the end of the stream too. So if you want to talk or whatever, get in the way and call. We can talk a little bit too. I don't want to go too long tonight, but we can or whatever. But anyway, on with my thoughts. I just want to put that out there. I'll chat with some of you guys if you want to. If you want to shoot the breeze, or whatever. Anything we've talked about here tonight, or if there's something else maybe that you want to talk about, we can as well. But anyway, so anyway, every once in a while we get to see somebody in our community that displays a raw talent that we didn't know that existed. Right? We just didn't know it existed. And so that happened this past Monday night. This past Monday night, there was the third annual Spurgies over Now Recording. And if you haven't watched that, and you are a consumer of commentary, or consumer of this part of the internet, whatever. If you haven't watched a Spurgie before, I recommend you go watch it. It's very good, very entertaining. It is a recap of all the dramas and all the nonsense and stuff kind of that has happened in our part of the little internet over here. But anyway, we were treated to I don't know what you would call it other than just something that was magical. It really was magical. So during the Spurgies, tradition was or is that if you win a Spurgie, the Now Recording Boys crew would allow you to call in and accept the Spurgie. Thank the voters, because the viewers that night vote on who wins the Spurgies. So it's a time for that person to thank the fans, the audience out there that voted for them to win. And that happened. We had a person that called in and just did I think a phenomenal job. I was really, really pleased, and I wanted to share that with you. This is coming from a clip from that event. It's being shared with us by Beckett, one of the new co-hosts of Now Recording. Was kind enough to clip this, upload it to Twitter for us so we could watch it easily and quickly. And I'm appreciative of that. And I want to just say thank you, Beckett, for doing that. And if you guys maybe missed it, here's your chance to enjoy it.
How's it going? I just want to say in that the commentary community is a bunch of low-down, lying piece of shit, faggot hypocrites who have no business giving an opinion. D-Max, this one's for you, baby.
I give up.
Mommy's coming home. Did I mention Brad Pitt's mom is dead, by the way?
Yeah, also, by the way, fuck Matt and his dead, stupid mom.
Yeah, he's fucking dead. She's dead. Fuck Matt Pitt. Fuck you, Toxic.
Toxic is no better than the people that ran Nietzsche out of Tommy C's community.
Pin Pop, you spineless indigenous person lover. Fuck you, Beckett. You could have been a contender.
He needs to be reminded that not that long ago, he was streaming to 40 people on Twitch.
I was there for the dinosaur porn, and you turned your back on me. Fuck you, Core. I don't even know who you are. Fuck you, Mitch.
Mitch? When Mitch streams, he doesn't get more than 30, usually.
You should have defended me more. Fuck you, Core. Nobody knows who you are. Yeah, I said it twice, because nobody knows who you are. Fuck you, Beavers. Actually, you're pretty cool, because you haven't said anything that bad about me due to me not watching any of the streams on me. I'm sure you've been very sweet and haven't said anything too horrible. Fuck Tommy C. Fuck Nicholas Fiorio. Fuck Matt Pitt. Fuck Matt Pitt. Fuck Matt Pitt. I'm gonna send Echo Tragedy some more nudes.
Maggot is a gooner enabler, and he missed out on the
I think
opportunity.
he already knew that, but
He said, I'll put down a payment on my house. I'm gonna be rich while you basement dwelling Spurs stay poor. Yeah, but that's not it for me, guys. I'm not coming back to Twitter. I'm not coming back to Wall Smashers. And if anyone has any shit to say about me.
Anyway, you guys go check the rest of that out if you want to over on Beckett. But I thought it was an excellent speech. And I think a round of applause is owed and due. Really do. So anyway, and I don't see we have any callers, and so I guess we'll wrap it up there and call it a night. Guys, we are doing a recording later this evening on Wall Smashers, and we're supposed to have Ashers of the LawCal / Keemstar universe going to be joining us, and we're also going to have rumor has it that one toxic Piplup is going to be joining us tonight for the recording. I'm not for sure how quickly the recording will get out, but anyway, I don't think I will be going live or putting content out between now and Christmas. So I just want to take a time with all honesty and sincerity to thank you all, to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope you get to spend time with your family, your friends, your loved ones. Hopefully you guys will get to make some wonderful memories that you'll be able to remember for a long time coming. Anyway, what about gaming streams? I doubt it. But you never know. All I can tell you is watch. If you're not following my Twitter, follow my Twitter. If you haven't joined the Coffee Bean Discord, join it. Because if I am doing anything, if I'm going to do a gaming stream, or if I do come over here like this wild hair that happened tonight, I'll either tweet it out and it will be announced over in the Discord. So if you guys want to, catch me, that's where it at. Like I said, we're going to be doing the recording. I don't know how quickly it'll get edited. I say editing in jest because Badwick doesn't edit nothing. He just throws it all together, puts it out. He doesn't edit anything. But anyway, we're supposed to be doing a recording later on this evening. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I can make some amends for my sorry performance that I had Monday night. Like I said, I was just really hurting, dead to the world. It was Sunday night. It wasn't Monday night. It was Sunday night. Anyway, because we got up early and drove. Anyway, doesn't matter. But I do appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for being around for another year with me. I will be back after the first of the year. Possibly I might do something after Christmas, streaming games or something. Who knows? It depends on a lot of factors. But anyway, until then, guys, remember, keep your powder dry, and I will see you in the funny papers.
I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? The demon living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't